What's up guys, this is Trebis here with a nice little Protoss vs Terran strategy. This build focuses on getting up a quick nexus with 3 warp gates, and then easily transitions into either some big game-ending aggression or a nice macro follow-up. Stay tuned, I think you're gonna like this one. Alright, well everything's gonna start out pretty typically with this Protoss opening. The only thing you really need to make sure of is to definitely go scout with the first probe that makes your first pylon. You need to get into the Terran's base to see if he's getting his gas or not. We're going to be putting a really early nexus down, so it's important to get inside the Terran base and see if he has gases or not. If you don't see gases, then it's pretty safe to assume the Terran is going for a fast expansion. That's kind of just the PvT metagame right now, is Protoss and Terran are both trying to get an expansion up as quickly as possible. Just do the standard gateway opener, getting your gateway, assimilator, then cybernetics core, and if you don't see gas, then you don't even need to make a zealot out of your gateway. In this replay, the Protoss gets his second assimilator a little bit after his cybernetics core, but he only mines a little bit from it before pulling his probes back off. This is just a mind game, so you can actually skip this second assimilator until the nexus finishes. When your cybernetics core finishes, start warp gate and chrono boost out a stalker to deny scouting. When your first stalker is about to finish, you should have right around enough minerals to start your nexus. At this point, you don't really have the money to use your chrono boost on probes, so save it for using on warp gate. With 1 sentry on the way and warp gate almost halfway done, you can use 1 chrono boost there and add on 2 more gateways. Use your warp gate as an indicator of how well you're doing your build. Right around when it's halfway done, you should be adding on your second gateways and then putting probes on your assimilator. Once your first sentry is done, build another sentry and continue to chrono boost your warp gate. If you have the APM, push out with that first stalker to deny scouting and see if there's any kind of marine pressures coming. When your gateways are finished and turning into warp gates is the time that you need to make the decision about where this build is going to go. You can either choose to go for a macro style where you chrono boost your probes and use these 3 gateways to defend, or you can go for an aggressive style where you chrono boost on your warp gates, get up a proxy pylon, and put some very serious pressure back on the Terran player. In this game, we're going to see the aggressive option. After you've made 4 sentries and you're chrono boosting your warp gates, make nothing but stalkers. The sentries are there to break the Terran ramp, and the stalkers are there to do all the damage. Push out onto the map and try to get a proxy pylon up as close to the Terran base as possible. Continue to warp in as many stalkers as you can, and right before the push comes out, warp in 3 zealots. The goal of this attack is to crush the Terran bunkers. If he's been greedy enough and didn't get enough bunkers, you should be able to take him down and possibly win the game. As you're going in, hit your guardian shield, target the zealots on the bunker, and force field around the bunker so it can't be repaired. At this point, a lot of it comes down to force field control. You should be trying to fight as few of the infantry units as possible at a time. Done correctly, most of this time this build will come out before stim, giving you a nice little advantage. If your control is good enough, you should be able to deny this Terran expansion and possibly even push up into the main. Use your judgment and don't overcommit with your units, but if you have the opportunity to just go up and kill the Terran player, you can certainly just take the win right now. If you don't just win outright, then you can start building probes and start teching towards whatever you want, Colossus, High Templar, Archons, it's really your choice. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed it, it really helps me out a lot. And if you want to see the Protoss opener used, just click the annotation. Also, leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of this video. Thanks for watching guys.